Have you ever heard of quantitative trading? You may feel that it's a lofty term, which need to be proficient in esoteric, mathematical, and scientific knowledge to write strategies, and also professional nanosecond equipment to run the strategy. Sounds like discouraged, but don't worry. FMZ platform to help us lower the threshold of quantitative trading. It will help us start from zero, step by step to build our own quantitative model. So we can easily start quantitative trading, whether you are a novice or a veteran. You can find a suitable quantitative journey here. FMZ Quant Trading Platform is a professional quantitative community in the field of quantitative trading. As an open and innovative quantitative platform, since its founding 10 years ago, FMZ has received enthusiastic support from its users. And at the same time, many of our friends have given valuable suggestions and feedback. In order to optimize the platform continuously, the development team of FMZ adopted these feedbacks actively, improved the shortcomings, updated the version constantly, and optimized the functions of each board, and launched a new version of the UI of the FMZ platform finally. However, many old users and new friends who want to start quantitative trading may not be familiar with the various functions and specific use process of the new version of FMZ. In order to help you better understand and use the new version of FMZ, in this lesson, we will provide you with a detailed introduction to the various functional boards and the use of the process. The FMZ Quant Trading Platform is divided into the international station, FMZ.com. The main object for the digital currency market support almost all the mainstream digital currency exchanges. The domestic station is FMZ.cn. The main object for the Chinese commodity futures market. If you want to trade in different markets, please pay attention to the distinction. For mobile users, the app software for the Apple system and Android system has also been launched. So we can make different choices when we enter the software in Apple system and download the international or domestic version of FMZ under Android system according to our needs. In this lesson, we will introduce the use of FMZ.com website guide, FMZ strategy learning, writing, and the operation of the bot. It's mainly in the website, where you can learn, write, share, buy, and sell quantitative strategies, online backtesting, and use the demo bot for simulation trading, run public, and watch the live trading. The convenience of the website is that we do not need to download the software or configure APIs, etc. The FMZ team has done all the encapsulation for us. So we just need to open and use it, which is convenient and fast, and can be seamlessly switched between various operating systems. On FMZ platform, the quantitative strategy of the language support is also diverse. Support the use of JavaScript, Python, C++, and other complete high-level language. Also supports the visualization language, main language, and Pine language to implement the strategy. First of all, We enter the website of FMZ.com. Before using it, we need to register. To register, we need an email address and user to accept the verification code. After the registration is completed, we will log in, and we need to verify the email address when we log in. A double verification to improve the security of login. Here we can also log in by app terminal code. After logging in, we will enter the main page of the dashboard of the FMZ.com, where the left side and the top are navigation columns, which will be introduced one by one later. Let's first look at the top section. The dashboard is the user interface, provides a shortcut entrance to each function. We can easily enter the various functional modules to understand the real-time status of the account. Strategy is the strategy square where users' public and sold strategies are located, where we can learn all kinds of mature strategies of different types and languages. We can search for them or click on the corresponding tags to filter a certain type of strategy. Live. This is where FMZ users run live trading strategies publicly, and where you can watch and comment on different types of live trading strategies. Digest. These are some of the best articles produced by FMZ officials and quantitative experts, covering in-depth introduction of quantitative theoretical knowledge, detailed analysis of the latest popular strategies, as well as valuable experience sharing on quantitative strategy writing. By reading these articles, newcomers can quickly improve their quantitative knowledge, and experienced players can also gain new insights and perceptions from them. Forums. Users can post questions and communicate. If we encounter any problems using the FMZ platform, we can raise them here. Our quantitative veterans will be enthusiastic reply. Offers. Here we can post the requirements and write strategies on behalf of the user or by the user's own contact. API. Here is a new revamp. The first part is the development documentation, including user guide, which is an introduction to the functions and operation mechanism of the FMZ platform, which can help us understand more about how to use FMZ. The second part is the syntax manual, which contains the APIs required for writing strategies, including built-in variables, structures, and built-in functions, and provides detailed API documentation and FAQs, where we can search for any problem related to API and find related solutions and sample code, Python language script documentation, and main language documentation. Here contains the specific syntax manuals and usage guidelines of the two languages. The second part is the video resources of the public class, which is a series of professional quantitative introductory lessons planned by the FMZ official, aiming to help students of different backgrounds and levels to master the preparation of quantitative strategies from zero. These courses provide multiple language options and are divided into the basic level and the practical level to ensure that we will get comprehensive and in-depth guidance in the process of learning. And through these courses, we will gradually master the core knowledge of quantitative strategies, laying a solid foundation for the future path of quantitative trading. The point is, all these courses are free of charge, so you can explore and learn freely. The third part is the documentation center, where a variety of teaching posts are summarized and organized. We can familiar ourselves with in order to enhance the quantitative knowledge and help us solve a variety of problems encountered in the use of FMZ platform. Here we introduce the left navigation bar. The first one is bolt. Here we can build and manage the group of quantitative live tradings, including all the live tradings that have been run, including those that have been stopped. In addition, when we want to run a short period of live trading, we can also use the debugging tools. Here we can easily use JavaScript language for live trading strategy testing and refinement. There are three main components needed for a live trading. Specifically, a quantitative strategy, a Docker, and an exchange account. Next, we specify in which board can be completed. First of all, we click into the strategy library, where we can create new strategies, write strategies, simulation backtesting, and real-time debugging. In addition, the FMZ platform also supports ChatGPT in the process of strategy writing. If there are problems with the code writing, ChatGPT can be summoned in real time to help us carry out the preparation of the strategy, refinement, and optimization. Save the completed strategy to create our own quantitative ammunition arsenal. Once a strategy is polished, it can be run in live trading, shared or rented. Next, let's take a look at the Docker. The Docker is the carrier of the live trading and the program that manages the live trading is mainly responsible for processing the underlying data, access to the interface, communication, and other tasks, so it can be understood as the execution of the trading strategy. On the Docker page, we can view the Docker running list and real-time status platform. To run our live quantitative trading, we need trading accounts, which we can configure here in the exchange section. In this section, we can add different accounts from different exchanges, and we can also add simulated exchange accounts, such as the WEX app of the FMZ platform, to facilitate the simulation running of our live tradings. The above three parts, strategy library, Docker, and exchange can help us to carry out the construction of the bot. Trade. This is the latest version of FMZ manual trading and semi-automatic trading quantitative terminal, relying on the three major features of grouping and bundling of account varieties, free layout of functional modules, and independent writing of plugins, which makes it easy to build our own quantitative system and carry out the operation of trading. Database. The platform saves different varieties, different trading time periods, and different K-line periods, K-line and real-time level data, which makes it easy to browse the historical and real-time market trends. Payment. Here we can recharge the account to facilitate the operation of the live trading and the cost of renting a server. Ticket. In addition to posting on the forum, we can also send a ticket directly to get a timely reply and help us solve the problem. Message. It's a summary of various messages, including forum replies, ticket information, and equipment login and other messages. Account. We can set more security settings for our account. In addition, when we want to receive push messages from the live trading, we can bind the mobile phone app, email, and webhook. Privileges. We can check the authorization status of the strategy. Affiliate. When we promote FMZ platform, we can get the commission for the recharge of registered users. The above is a general introduction of the function of each bot. However, I believe that we are most concerned about the specific process of creating a bot. Here we come to the specific operation. In the first step, let's go to the Docker settings. We click Add Docker. Here are one-click rent a Docker VPS and add a Docker manually. If we think it's too much trouble to deploy manually, we can choose the former one. There are two different kinds of Dockers. One is suitable for quantitative beginners, and the other is suitable for players with certain quantitative experiences. Here we choose the former one. We click Buy it now, click OK, and input our platform password. Click Authorization. The cloud server will install automatically and deploy the Docker program for us. And for Python language, it will also install some packages and tools commonly used in quantitative trading. Wait for a moment. Here we can see that the status is online. That is, the Docker deployment is complete. We can use it directly. If we don't want to use it, we can click Delete, click OK, and the charge will stop automatically. Next, Let's enter the Add a Docker manually page. We can see that there are three major columns: Linux and Mac, Windows, and Docker deployment. Under each column, there are corresponding installation packages and specific installation steps to explain. Together with the code, it's very thoughtful to provide us with a copy button where we need the code. Manual deployment can be in our own purchased cloud server or a local computer. The advantage of local deployment is that, according to the needs of the strategy operation, stop as needed, no additional cost. In this lesson, we will show the deployment steps for a more complex cloud server version of the Docker. When we need to run a strategy for a long time, cloud servers are more suitable. Cloud servers are more stable and less susceptible to external conditions, such as hardware failures, network outages, or power outages. For the selection of cloud servers, a beginner, low-cost, and deployed overseas server can meet basic strategic operational needs. Next, we will use a cloud server to deploy the Linux system. Since we have chosen the Tencent Cloud Lightweight server here, and the server deployed here is located in Singapore, just choose the entry-level model. And here is a help document for a Docker deployment, which introduces the detailed steps of deployment. You can refer to it. Here I will give you a practical demonstration. For specific methods of login to the cloud server, you can choose to log in directly on Tencent Cloud according to your own habits. And the first step is to enter wget on the server to download the Docker program. Here we copy this line of code. And when it appears OK, it means the download is complete. And the second step is to we enter this line of code to decompress the robot. And the third step is to test the Docker operation. We copy this line of code and change it to your login password here. And when it appears login OK here, it represents the cloud Docker has successfully deployed. For the Docker steps for local and other systems, you can check our Docker layout tutorial for UI version in 2023. In the second step, we come to the configuration of the exchange. The strategy needs to be connected to an exchange in order to perform live trading operations. Before that, we need an exchange account to obtain the API key and the secret key of the exchange. For demonstration here, we will configure a simulated exchange for OKX here. After logging to the exchange, we select demo trading here. And then we click on the avatar here. We click on the demo trading API. And then we click on the create v5 API key for demo trading. And we fill in the API name here. Please note that a password is also required here, which will be required in the subsequent exchange settings. So here we enter the passphrase. Then we bind the IP address. And you can set permissions according to your own needs. For demo accounts, choose to read and trade here. We click Confirm. After the two-factor authentication, we click Confirm again, and here we can see the API key and the secret key is generated. We record them. Next, we go back to the FMZ platform. Let's take a look at the configuration of the exchange. We click Add Platform here. And we select the protocol as crypto here. And we select the exchange as OKX. And we should note that here we have OKX Spot and OKX Futures, the two trading options. Although API key is universal, the two systems are different for spot and futures. And here we choose OKX Futures. And we input the access key we previously configured, as well as the secret key. And enter the passphrase here. Don't forget to check the V5 protocol, and we name the label as OKX Futures. We click Add Platform, and here we need to input our platform password. Click Authorization, and we can see the platform is fully configured here. Warm tips here. API key is the user's important private information. FMZ does not save the user's key. The server saves the data encrypted by the browser according to the user's password and then sends it to the Docker when the live trading is created. And the Docker decrypts the data and uses it. And FMZ does not save the user's password in plain text. Finally, in the local strategy library, we need to have a strategy that can be run without error in the live trading. This strategy can be written, debugged, and perfected in the simulation system by ourselves. We can also copy a proven strategy or a rented strategy from the strategy square. For the sake of demonstration, we have copied the dual thrust OKX futures strategy from the strategy square and copied it to our local strategy list. Because the live trading is running under the OKX demo account, we need to add a line in the main function to switch to the simulation environment and save it. In this way, our local code base in the strategy is also set up to complete. Preliminary work is complete. The next step is to run our live trading strategy. Here in the bot page, we click Add Bot, and we define the name of the live trading strategy. and then we select the dual thrust OKX futures as the strategy to run, and select the Docker we have just set up. Note that the public Docker here is only to test whether the live trading strategy can be run. Due to irregular updates, it does not support the live trading strategy to run for a long time. For the trading configuration here, we choose the exchange platform as OKX futures we have just configured and select the trading pair. Click Add button, and then we click Add robot. And here we can see the strategy we configured will run. So the above is the introduction of the guide of using FMZ.com website new UI in 2024. We hope it can let you fully understand the Trader platform. There are many interesting modules and functions hidden in FMZ platform, waiting for you to explore and try. If you encounter any problems in the process of using FMZ, please feel free to leave a comment. Your feedback is our important motivation to improve the platform. Let's start the adventure of FMZ together and feel the charm of quantitative trading.